Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. We are currently in Thailand and we're going to catch you up to speed in a bit of a more informal sit-down chat to let you know what we've been up to and what we're doing in the coming months.
We're currently in Thailand, we're in Bangkok. We've been here for nearly 2 weeks, but previously was in Vietnam. We were staying in Ho Chi Minh City, which is basically Saigon, just changed its name after the old war.
The old war. Chin chin.
Chin chin. We went round Ho Chi Minh City. We went to the post office, which was a pretty big post office. It's not like the ones we have in England where it's just like a shoebox. It was a grand post office and it had some famous bloke. We didn't really know much, we just went because it looked good. A lot of people were there, so I assume it's like a highlight of the city. And yeah, we took Wellington round, you could probably see in the next clip. We had a good time. And we went through some like souvenir places, didn't we? We've got some little bits to take home.
Yeah.
Including some patches for our jackets. So we'll tell you about that later, but we've got some jackets. May as well tell you now. Got some jackets that we're going to put patches on and where we've been.
Yeah.
So we've got quite a few already.
Yeah, so we bought these motorbike jackets, they're canvas. We bought them when we went to London for Owen's birthday.
Yeah.
This year. Was it this year? Yeah, it was.
This year, yeah.
And we've been collecting badges, so I've got one. I think we've got one from Bali, we've got Australia, we've got Vietnam. So at the end, hopefully, we're going to have covered the whole of our jackets.
A bit of it. I don't know whether I'll wear mine. I think I might put it in a frame or something.
Yeah, but it's going to look good.
It's going to be like a war jacket. But yeah, I went around Vietnam, went to Independence Building, I think it was called.
Yep.
It was a palace.
This place, so there's a park where it's a palace of some sort.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Independence Palace.
It was quite big, wasn't it? The grounds were really nice.
Yeah, we looked at it and was like, oh, should we just walk through here? But it was all security guards. And he was like, you need to go buy a ticket. So we went to buy a ticket, and I think it cost something like 230,000 dong. Dong is the currency, by the way. And yeah, which was probably about £4, I think, maybe.
Yeah, so it was just a happy accident, wasn't it? We walked past and we were like, oh, we'll just go in here, because it was quite quiet, with all the sort of open park area, and there's some restaurants as well. So yeah, we went in absolutely not knowing where the hell we were, did we?
Not a clue.
And we were like, right, well, we'll sit down, have some food, figure out where we are, and then we recorded some footage of it, but...
yeah, I was given the camera and it was a bit shaking Stevens all over the place. So a lot of it was unusable. That's probably my fault. But yeah, there was tanks there. There was a helicopter on the roof. We managed to go into the bunker.
Yeah.
There's a nuclear bunker in it. Was it nuclear?
Yeah, I made some massive bang because I decided to touch something and then whatever it did fell over, or it, I lifted that thing up and then it just went. Everyone looked at me and I was like, good times.
Oh.
Peak.
But yeah, when we went through it, it was pretty nice to see. But yeah, it was a nice little escape. I'll say it's escape from the city. It was in the city. It's just a lot of traffic and it's very overwhelming. Like the noise, the smell, the pollution as well. So the air is completely different. What are you laughing at?
No, I was just thinking of me and you just sat in this park like overwhelmed.
Yeah.
But it was still good. We were only there for 2 weeks, weren't we? So
yeah.
We don't want that to kind of like cloud our judgment. We just didn't have enough time to sort of
Fully
do the
explore.
things that we wanted to do and go out. And we'd been travelling in Australia for the month before, and I think we were both just wanting like a stopgap between what we wanted to do next. So we filmed some of our trip there, but it's definitely one of those places that I think we'll go back to when we can actually prioritise being the tourist there and actually experiencing it, as opposed to just sort of using it as a stopgap. So
yeah, but the food was amazing. I mean, one of my favourite foods is the Vietnamese banh mi, which is basically like a baguette, local baguette. And we found this place. I think it was called something like 167 banh mi. Is that right?
yeah, it was just over the road from us, wasn't it?
Literally outside from where we were staying. And for 2 banh mi's, it costs about £4.
So
£4.
good.
In Sydney, it was costing us about £9 to £10 for one. And these honestly, it was like nothing on the ones that we had in like Australia. Like there was so much fucking better.
Yeah, and then we were ordering pho, weren't we, as well?
We had a lot of pho, yeah.
So much pho. That's one of my favourite food. actually the broth is it's really like a fragrant broth. It's not like ramen, but then it usually has sort of rare beef in that gradually cooks within the water. So very tasty. Very good.
You could smell it as soon as you open the bag though, because they come in like a bag of. It's not like a carton or anything. It's literally like a plastic bag with broth in.
Like when you take a goldfish home.
Yeah,
in.
it's exactly that. It's like, here's your broth. Like, oh, all right. But no, you could smell like how fresh everything was as soon as you opened it. Like, I've never smelled Thai basil like that before.
Yeah. Thai basil's really fragrant, even more so, I think.
Yeah.
In the country that it originates from, as opposed to buying it in the UK.
Yeah, but so we left Vietnam. And the flight went pretty well, didn't it? It's like an hour long.
Oh, okay. So the flight. So the flight itself was really, really good. So when we arrived at the airport, within like, I don't know, maybe 2 hours or so, we went and got some food. We played pool, and then we got on the flight, and then they literally like pulled away straight away and like, right, let's get in the air. I think that was the fastest we'd ever actually gone in flight, as opposed to usually you're just sat waiting for people to put luggage away and stuff. Anyway, so we were in the air for only like an hour and a half, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It went so fast. And then when we arrived, our seats were like at the front, so we got off straight away. We went over to immigration. We got through immigration within like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
There was no queue. We didn't have to pay nothing because it was just a 30-day visa.
Yeah.
And then when we went down to go get our bags, we walked down like 2 flights of stairs.
Suitcases were already there.
Suitcases were already there for us to pick up. And I looked at Owen and I was like, this has been too easy.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden my stomach just dropped and I thought I was going to be sick, and I was like, oh my god, I've left my camera, the drone, my Switch,
the iPad,
the GoPro. I'd
everything.
left it all on the plane.
Underneath the seat in front. So I had to run back up to immigration and say, I've left the bag on the plane. And they was like, we need your passport. I can't let you in without your passport. So I had to give him my passport and I had to sprint through the airport.
Just to add, like, Owen needed his passport, but he'd just put it in my backpack.
Yeah.
So I was on the bottom floor of these 2 flights of stairs with 50 kilograms of luggage, Owen's suitcase, my suitcase, and then our bags. And I had to carry it all the way up these 2 flights of stairs to give you your passport.
Yeah, and then I had to like sprint.
Yeah, you looked.
And I had no idea which exit we came out of, so I had to run down like those terminals. I was guessing it must be that one. So I ran down and it was just cleaning the plane. And they went, your bag's up there. I was like, oh, thank God for that. So I had a casual walk back, made Ellie sweat a bit longer, went to the toilet. And
You should have just gone and had a fucking dinner.
Yeah,
Gone out to have some drinks.
I was knackered.
I was stressed.
I was knackered. I proper sprint people looking at me. What was that fucking idiot doing?
No, it was it was one of those moments I just went, yeah, I knew it. I just knew it was too easy, but never going to do that again.
Yeah.
Hold myself to that now.
Yeah. And then we got a SIM card within 2 minutes of getting off, and it was
5G. I literally have 5G.
Yeah. it was literally pretty quick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I walked off, got it, and they installed it for us, and our phone worked straight away.
Yeah.
And I think it cost like, how much is that? Like, it cost us something like a tenner each for 60 days.
Yeah.
Unlimited data and things like that. So.
That's worked a treat, isn't it?
Yeah, so we got outside and then we just ordered a Grab, and the Grab cost like, I'm sure like 300k.
6-7 quid.
Yeah. For like a fucking 25-minute ride. We got that in England. And yeah, so we got to this place where we're at now.
It's just on the outskirts of Bangkok, isn't it? Because we were kind of pondering like where to stay, because obviously when you're in the city you are closer to a lot of shops, a lot more restaurants, and kind of more in the culture. But for us, like, we're not really party people, not bothered about going out drinking and partying and going to clubs to stuff. Like, we much prefer to be a bit further on the outskirts.
Well, it's quieter.
It's a bit quieter, and we kind of have necessities just close to us anyway.
There's like a shopping centre around the corner. There's a direct train line to like the MRT, I think it's called. So we're just off the Purple Line. It's in a place called Nonthaburi. Probably pronounced it wrong. But
that's right.
It's basically an apartment block, and we can grab anything that wants to come here. And they'll just bring it to us. You pay on card and they'll just drop it on the table. So you can literally just order whatever you want, go down to fetch it, and just come back up.
So we've not done too much for the last 2 weeks. I mean, my brother Corey, he's here at the moment, so we went and met up with him. I think within 2 days of our arrival, we went to like an all-you-can-eat barbecue place near where he's staying called Best Beef. So we went there, and that was good fun.
Yeah.
Very, very affordable, very good food. So we enjoyed that. Where we're staying, there's a really nice swimming pool, and there's a gym, and like Owen said, there's a shopping mall just up the road. So we've kind of potted about a bit, had some time by the pool, been going to the gym, and then every now and again just going up to the mall, going out for some food, or just looking around at the shop and all the local little shops on the side, the market, haven't we?
Yeah. But yeah, so that's where we currently are, currently in Thailand, and tomorrow is the end of our 2 weeks in Bangkok, and we're going to Phuket.
Yes.
So
I'm excited for that.
it's gonna be fun. I want to be near the beach for a bit,
Yeah.
and to probably get a bike or you know, just go exploring, go see the blue waters, go on a boat trip maybe. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah.
But that's the
It's
plan.
kind of a loose plan at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we were initially going to extend our visa, but we've kind of thought against doing that now, just because I don't know. Like, I think for us, 2 weeks in Phuket's going to be nice. We don't want to overly commit to something.
Yeah.
If we kind of want to go somewhere else, as we've mentioned before in our other videos, like we try and have a loose plan about things, but very much based on our experience, and we are fortunate that we do have, I guess, the means to be able to say, let's fly somewhere else.
Yeah.
But that's partly why we choose sometimes to not go out and do stuff, or to have more days where we do sit indoors and do more work, because for us, we want to sustain this, and we also want to make it enjoyable and not actually force ourselves to feel that we have to go and do loads of tourist stuff just because we're here.
Yeah.
Like, we're open to doing stuff. It's just at our own speed, isn't it?
Yeah, because we're not here to be tourists in an extent. Like, we're not here to just go and see as many things as we want every day, because we have got other things to do.
Mm-hmm.
So our priority at the minute is sustaining this lifestyle, rather than going, oh, we'll go to Thailand. We'll travel everywhere we can within a week. It's just like, it's not really what we're planning to do.
Yeah.
It's like some people are like, oh, we're not seeing this, not seeing that. It's because like, we're doing this to have a different, like,
Day to day
than a 9 to 5 in England. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's one of the reasons that we left. So
yeah, I think as well for us, a lot of the time when you sort of come to Thailand or Bali or Bangkok, there is this need to go and see everything, because it is such a cultural difference, and a lot of the time people sort of have a limitation to the time that they're actually spending in that country, whereas for us, we know that there's freedom and flexibility, so that, you know, we'll go to a country, see how we feel, what the vibe is, and then just kind of do stuff at our own pace, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would definitely go back to Vietnam and see some of the stuff that we missed.
yeah,
I definitely think that the time at which we went was in the aftermath of a lot of overwhelm when we were in Australia. Like, to fly every single week up and down Australia, and it was just quite overwhelming. I think for me, like, I was a bit poorly when we were in Vietnam. I had a few days off, just in bed, like sleeping, because I just needed some time for my body to recoup a little bit, and feel much better for it now. But
I think we've done about 9 flights now so far.
since May.
9 or 10 flights.
Yeah, I do enjoy it. It does take it out of you sometimes, though, because obviously, like, it's all well and good having a flight that's like 2 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really short period of time, but it's the preparation before that. It's getting to the airport, and then it's sitting and waiting around, and then you know, we're constantly going from a different country to a different country, so we're trying to prepare ourselves in the best way to make sure we've got the visa, to make sure that we've got enough money out in their currency, to make sure that we've got them phone data for when we arrive, that our Grab app works, because in Bali it stopped working because someone hacked Owen's account.
Yeah.
So
all them rewards that completely count.
I know, what a waste.
Yeah, someone took my Facebook account in Bali as well. Cheers for that, whoever it was. Appreciate it. It's been
They are not getting a shout out.
It's been completely banned now, so all my photos from my entire life that was on there is gone.
Devastated.
Oh, well.
We can make a new account though. Make a new one.
Yeah. But yeah, Bangkok's been good as well.
Yeah,
We've got some new microphones. You can probably tell.
Yep.
Hopefully Ellie's plugged it in right. So.
It'll be fine. I'm sure it's picking both of them.
So these mics are like wireless ones. So it's got a little unit on the top of the camera, and I think it could be good if we're on like bikes and stuff. Ellie can have one, I can have one, and you can connect it to my phone and record the audio, and maybe sync it with a. We might be able to connect it to a GoPro.
Yeah, that would be really good.
I could put a GoPro on my chin mount and then mount it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that'll be good. I got myself a secondary monitor for like, I think it's like 200 quid, but it's like a completely portable monitor, so really good for work.
Yeah, because you're a web developer, aren't you?
Yes.
Code website, so needs 2 screens.
I mean, I managed to cope 3 months, so I just thought, I'm here, let's just see how much they are. And I just thought, you know what, I've not bought anything drastic or anything, have I?
No, you definitely, like when we first started travelling, I bought so much stuff, like completely ridiculous amount of stuff. I think it was about 28 kilograms, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
On the first video.
Said 30.
Whereas now, we are like 19.8.
Oh, it's going to be less than that now, though.
Yeah, it's probably going to be less now.
So we're throwing loads of stuff away.
Yeah, but you really just realise that, like, in terms of clothing as well, it's just, every country that we're in at the moment is so hot. Like, Vietnam was unbelievably hot.
Instantly sweat. Walked outside, my back was gone. I was like, oh, great.
I think it was hotter than Bali, hotter than Bangkok. The hottest place I've ever been to. It was really hot.
Yeah.
But you just don't need a lot, like, at all.
I mean, I've just been swapping t-shirts wearing the same pair of shorts.
We're wearing them socks all week.
Oh, sure, I'm not.
But we're we'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's going good. And then
We're looking to video some more stuff in Phuket, where it's actually like decent content, not just us grovelling.
yeah, because the video from Vietnam,
Wasn't the
again,
best.
it just wasn't the best, and it's not that we're like overly bothered, I think, but that's partly why we haven't uploaded it, because we're just like, oh, we can just put some clips in, obviously, to this video.
Yeah. And I feel like when we go back, we can do it proper justice.
Yeah.
It's like we don't really want to do something half-arsed.
Yeah.
In a way, it's like if we're going to show you, we're going to show you. I'm going to show you 4 clips of me walking around the post office.
Yeah, or me crying because I'm so stressed out.
Yeah.
But
Other than that, you got anything else to say, Wellington? Okay.
you want to go? Okay. Well, yeah, this has been a bit more of a chilled format. Might be quite nice to do this more often to update you guys where we're at.
Yeah.
Leave a comment below if you like this kind of format, if you like us sat having a bit more of a chat.
Yep, because I'm sure Brody will comment on this.
Yeah, our biggest fan, I think. Big up Brody, thank you for always supporting our videos.
Yeah.
Kickstart Magazine.
Alright, let's call it there.
Alright, well, we'll see you when we get to Phuket, guys.
Bye.